On the edge of France, the desperate place for those desperately seeking Britain. This squalid, makeshift camp in Calais is known as Jungle 2. It's an illegal shelter which many have already risked their lives to reach. Now they face the final obstacle of crossing the channel. We were shown around by the migrants who've travelled here, mainly from Eritrea, Sudan and Afghanistan. One told me he'd failed in 9 attempts to smuggle himself out of Calais on lorries. This camp has sprung up in the last few months, and between the woods and the disused industrial units, several hundred people now live. But it's a temporary home, with the migrants here hoping they can escape to Britain as soon as they can. 25-year-old Madani from Eritrea says he'd heard about the stowaway found dead inside a container in Essex, but he says he would still take the chance.
Would you be prepared to do something dangerous to get to Britain?
Yeah. Even some of them, they may die. And some of them, they may arrive there. It's so difficult, so difficult.
But would you be prepared to die if you could get to Britain? Would you take the risk?
Sure. Yeah, you know, in order to get a good life, in order to feel full your needs, you should take risk.
80 miles away, over in Belgium, another place where migrants have dodged strict border controls, using containers that have become death traps. The Afghan Sikhs who ended up in Essex passed through Zeebrugge on the way. But critics have accused the port authorities both here in Belgium and in France of doing too little. The authorities say despite these recent cases, there's been no rise in illegal migration. Jungle 2 could be torn down in days, according to leaders in Calais. But the migrants who spoke to say they're prepared to keep risking their lives in the hope of a new life. Julian Drucker, 5 News.